Not every love story gets a happy ending, and sometimes the ones that don't are the ones that stay with you the longest. Today's top 5 heartbreak romances are the movies that will make you feel everything all at once. And trust me, number 1 is going to be with you for a very long time. Subscribe to Cine Picks. Let's count them down. Starting at number 5, Blue Jay is the quiet heartbreak film almost nobody has seen, and everybody who watches it immediately recommends to someone they love. Mark Duplass and Sarah Paulson play Jim and Amanda, 2 people who dated in high school and run into each other completely by accident in their small hometown years later. That's the entire premise. The whole film is just 2 people spending one afternoon catching up, filmed in black and white, with no score and no dramatic plot twists. And somehow it's devastating. The film slowly reveals, through conversation alone, exactly what these 2 people meant to each other and what they lost. And by the end of its 80 minutes, you'll feel the weight of every path not taken in your own life. It's on Netflix, and it deserves 10 times the audience it has.
I'm trying to get through this coffee. This coffee is terrible. It's really been like it was with us. Would you like to have some fun tonight?
Number 4 is 500 Days of Summer. And yes, the opening card tells you up front that this is not a love story. Tom is completely certain that Summer is his soulmate. Summer is completely certain she doesn't believe in soulmates. The film jumps between the 500 days of their relationship completely out of order, and the genius of that structure is that it constantly reframes what you're watching. Moments that looked like beginnings turn out to be endings. And you feel Tom's confusion in a way that a linear story could never achieve. Joseph Gordon-Levitt and Zooey Deschanel are both perfect, and the expectations versus reality scene is one of the most precisely crafted emotional gut punches in modern cinema. This is the film that made a generation of young men finally understand why someone might not feel the same way they do. At number 3, Atonement is the heartbreak film that operates on a completely different level from everything else on this list. Keira Knightley and James McAvoy play Cecilia and Robbie, 2 people who fall in love one summer in 1935 England, before a misunderstanding by Cecilia's 13-year-old sister sends everything into catastrophic collapse. What follows spans decades, a world war, and a final revelation that reframes everything you just watched in the most quietly devastating way possible. Joe Wright directed it with extraordinary visual poetry. The Dunkirk beach tracking shot alone is one of the most breathtaking sequences in 21st century cinema, and the ending is the kind that makes you sit completely still for several minutes after the credits roll.
I love you.
Coming in at number 2, Never Let Me Go is the most quietly devastating film on this entire list, and one of the most profound love stories cinema has produced in decades. Based on Kazuo Ishiguro's novel, it follows Kathy, Tommy, and Ruth, 3 friends who grow up together at an English boarding school as adults, slowly realize what their lives are actually going to cost them. Carey Mulligan, Andrew Garfield, and Keira Knightley give 3 of the most restrained and heartbreaking performances of their careers, and the film handles its extraordinary premise with such matter-of-fact sadness that it sneaks up on you completely. This is not a film that shouts its heartbreak at you. It just holds it out and waits for you to feel its full weight. By the film's final monologue, that weight is enormous.
Everybody knows them.
And how do you know they're true?
You make up things.
5 Cokes, please.
Nothing except live the life that has already been set out for you.
And the number 1 pick, Her. Spike Jonze's 2013 masterpiece is the most original heartbreak story cinema has ever told. Joaquin Phoenix plays Theodore, a deeply lonely man going through a quiet divorce who falls genuinely, completely in love with Samantha, an AI operating system voiced by Scarlett Johansson. The film does not treat this as a joke or a cautionary tale. It takes the relationship with total seriousness and asks what love actually means when you strip away all the conventions we usually wrap around it. Johansson's voice performance is extraordinary. Phoenix is heartbreaking in every frame, and the final act of the film arrives at a sadness so precise and so honest about modern loneliness that it physically hurts. Her won the Oscar for Best Original Screenplay, and it deserved every word of that award. This is the one.